Do you need a great marketing tool to advertise your business or event? Then use Ottumwa Coasters. Get your business or event on drink coasters featured in Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. It's the most fun and effective way to reach the community. Starting at just $199, you get 1,000 coasters delivered to Ottumwa's most popular restaurants. Look for Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook or call or text 573-932-0111.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Oh, hey-o, good morning to ya. Oh, yeah. Hey, it's 7 a.m. on your Monday, November 20th. Steve here with you on the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by our friends at Ottumwa Coasters. Let's bring that up right now. Ottumwa Coasters, they've got their deal that's going on right now. If you aren't advertising with Ottumwa Coasters, they've got a new business special. Sign up and save 25% on 1,000 coasters. Those go out to some of the very most popular restaurants in Ottumwa, Iowa. They're helping 10 new businesses reach the community. 1,000 coasters for just $149. Call or text Elizabeth at that number you see there on the screen and get to advertising. Get to marketing your business, your event, whatever you got going on for, again, the Ottumwa Coasters. And you can take advantage of that. I am getting some stuff done behind the scenes while you can't see me. Ottumwa Coasters bringing us the Morning Wake Up here on Steve Shetler Media, and Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney, bringing us our forecast for today. 50% chance of some rain and cloudy skies, a high around 50. Could see east winds gusting up near 20, maybe 22 miles per hour. Just a little bit of rain. It's just going to be kind of lingering sprinkles, maybe a shower. And again, 1/10 of an inch possible for rain today. Rain likely into tonight. Again, less than 1/10 of an inch possible. So just kind of misty, drizzly, sprinkly type stuff, mainly before 11 p.m. Cloudy skies tonight, low of 37. Tomorrow, still breezy. The rain will move on out of here. Partly sunny and a high of 48. Clear, blustery tomorrow night and cold. A low down to 24. Wednesday will be sunny and a high of 51. If you look ahead to Thanksgiving, let me look at my forecast behind the scenes here. Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, mostly sunny and 46. Right now, our current conditions in southeast Iowa, humidity at 87%, wind speeds out of the east at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, barometric pressure at 29.99, and currently 45 degrees here in southeast Iowa. That is a look at our forecast, brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney. They're located at 202 North Main. Call or text for an appointment, 641-622-3772. Hair services, spa services, extensions, products, and tanning at Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney. They bring us our forecast here on the Morning Wake Up here on Steve Shetler Media. Hey, we are off to the start of our Thanksgiving week, and hopefully you had a great weekend here in southeast Iowa. You know, I had a very busy weekend. We started things on Friday at Barnwired in Sigourney with our Iowa Music Showcase. And my buddy Clint Riedel, if you didn't see that interview, if you weren't at Barnwired on Friday or you didn't catch it here yet on Steve Shetler Media, here's a little a little taste of what you missed from Clint Riedel.
He was just bright enough from the lamplight on the street. Gunpowder filled the air. 1,000 people all gathered up like sheep. But you kissed me like no one was there.
Good stuff from Clint Riedel, my buddy. What a fun guy. What an interesting fella Clint Riedel is from the Fort Dodge area. He came all the way to Sigourney for the Iowa Music Showcase. Now, also over the weekend, I went up to the Iowa Hawkeye game, Kinnick Stadium, on Saturday, a beautiful November day, to do a little tailgating before the Iowa football game. And, I was hanging out. My wife and I were hanging out. We always do a little bit of tailgating before the game. And as we were outside of Kinnick Stadium, I don't know if you recognize this guy. I don't know if you're really up to speed on politics and presidential candidates, but I might say his name wrong because it's tricky. Is it Vivek Ramaswamy? One of the Republican presidential candidates. Vivek was walking through the parking lot outside of Kinnick Stadium, and it was funny because nobody was really bothering him. But I'm weird. Like, if I've seen somebody in my life, I'm like Terminator. I can scan people's faces, and I will recognize that person from a mile away and 30 years later. But there's Vivek was going through the parking lot, unscathed, untouched, and I told my wife, I was like, there's that guy. I couldn't remember his name because I'm horrible with names, but I was like, there's that guy. He's running for president. So, and I tend to get selfies if I see somebody famous. So I ran over. He was walking along. Nobody was talking to him. Nobody was bothering him, and he did have his security around him. But totally friendly guy. And you can see myself and the presidential candidate Vivek Ramaswamy. Ramaswamy? That's a fun last name. Vivek. He was, at Kinnick Stadium on Saturday. As you can see, sun was shining right over our shoulders and a beautiful day in Kinnick. Then we went inside for the game. My wife Stacy and I, inside Kinnick Stadium. Beautiful day. Let's give you a little bit of video before the game starts. Of course, they have all the pomp and circumstance. As they're getting the crowd jacked up for the entrance for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And then they always have a flyover of some sort after the national anthem. So the helicopters going overhead before the Iowa game on Saturday. Beautiful day. And Iowa, of course, went on to get by as they have done all year long. They have slipped by their opponents just barely. It's the same thing every Saturday. Iowa got the win on Saturday. They are the Big Ten West champs. So congratulations to the Iowa Hawkeyes. No offense. They are all defense. But they're getting it done. They'll be at Nebraska on Friday. So hopefully Iowa can beat those nasty old Cornhuskers on Friday and get to 10 wins. But just think, if the referees hadn't screwed Iowa over on the Minnesota game, on the punt return, that wasn't a fair catch. He was not calling for the fair catch. Iowa, they're 9-2, which is a great season. They'd be 10-1 right now, possibly looking at 11-1. We are that close to being probably, we'd have to be a top 10 team right now if we had gotten that win against Minnesota. So unfortunate there. And then also, I wrapped up my weekend. I think when Neil was in on Wednesday last week, I was talking about how we have deer in our front yard all the time, and just across the street over in the park in Sigourney, Iowa. So I was ready. I had my camera in hand. I was telling you on Wednesday last week how we've got this young buck. He's just got the little sprouts for antlers. He's just learning who he is right now, and we have a ton of acorns in our front yard. So I went out, and here's this. I mean, probably you can't really tell distance on this very well. Yes, I was talking to the deer. How are you? Come here. I was trying to get the deer to come to me. It was not happening. The deer ran off. But, I mean, maybe 50, 60 feet away. And usually they just stand there and look at you. So our pet deer at the Legion Park in Sigourney. Maybe I'll have my phone on me in the future when I go outside, and we'll get some more footage of that. Hey, one thing I started up yesterday, let's bring that down here for a second, put up a giveaway right here on Steve Shetler Media you might want to get in on. It's a like, share, and a comment to get yourself in the running for a $25 gift card to Brothers Market in Sigourney, which, we've got Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday, and I know things are tight and groceries are expensive. So it might not be much, but maybe $25 at Brothers Market can help you out this holiday season. Maybe buy a turkey or some extra stuff as well. $25. Just like, share, and comment the post on the Steve Shetler Media page that went up last evening. Now, the funny thing is, I said to win, you have to like, share, and comment. The funny thing is, I'm looking at the numbers right now. The numbers don't add up. We've got 130 likes. I have 109 comments, and I have 139 shares. So a few of you didn't do all three. So you need to like, share, and comment to be eligible to win that. But a bunch of you have. So continue to like, share, and comment, and maybe you will win that $25 gift card to Brothers Market. We'll announce our prize winner right here tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. on the Morning Wake Up. Good morning to you, Stephen Seeley. Good morning to you, Becky. We've got Kathy and Kurt and Sandy all tuning in this morning. Hey, let's flip over to this. That's our Keota basketball schedule. And that's been out there for a little while. And I say, if you look at the very fine print, I say the schedule is subject to change. And we have made one change, as I have been able to pick up an out-of-town game for Keota. I think I was mentioning last week, it's hard to get into opposing teams' gyms. Athletic directors don't want to possibly lose out on maybe a few people staying home and watching the game on Facebook and YouTube, but North Mahaska has reached out, and they say they are more than happy to welcome in Steve Shetler Media. So we're going to pick up that North Mahaska game. That's kind of small print for me to see. I think it's January 9th with Keota at North Mahaska. So we will have that road game for the Eagles. That should be a fun game. Keota at North Mahaska in January. So we've got 3 away games for Keota and then 7 home games. And again, these are all double headers. So you're getting 20 games overall. Most of them are boy-girl double headers. I think we do have a JV boys, varsity boys doubleheader. But yeah, you're going to get your money's worth, especially if you're a sponsor. If you haven't signed up to be a sponsor yet for Keota basketball, you still have, I was going to say plenty of time. We're down to about a week that you can still be a sponsor on Keota basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. So get in on that. Let me know if you want to be a sponsor. Steve Shetler Media at gmail.com. Again, that's Keota basketball. First game is just a little over a week away on November 28th, next Tuesday. So things happening for Keota basketball. Also want to point out, we've got Adam Whitehead coming up this Friday, Black Friday. You might be out shopping on Friday. You might want to stop into Barnwired in Sigourney. We'll have Adam Whitehead. Adam made up this cool graphic that I stole from him. I'm sure he doesn't mind. Adam and myself will be at Barnwired in Sigourney from 11:30 to noon on Friday, November 24th, Black Friday at Barnwired, our Iowa Music Showcase. I think I'm going to have to talk Amanda into getting a TV up there on Friday so we can watch the Iowa-Nebraska game while doing our Iowa Music Showcase and eating our lunch. I'll have to get a TV up there with the Iowa game. Let's see here. One last thing I wanted to share. Neil, my buddy Neil Crott, he and we've been talking the last few weeks about stuff that he likes to pick on me because I'm a picky eater. And Neil actually sent this to me. He was nice enough to kind of prove that my dislikes for some of the Thanksgiving food is justified. It's verified. I'm not sure what TV show he was watching when he got this. Maybe like Good Morning America or something like that, or maybe the news. But looks like according to Rowan College, the top-hated Thanksgiving foods are cranberry sauce, sweet potatoes, green bean casserole, turkey, and stuffing or dressing. So there. I'll eat turkey any day of the week. But the rest of those, no way. I do not need any of that. No, turkey sound effect. All right, we're doing the morning wake up here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's see here. We should probably go ahead and start with some birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Birthdays for this Monday, November 20th. Yes, I will be annoyingly pressing the play button on the turkey sound effect all week long here on the morning wake up. Birthdays for today, we've got actress Estelle Parsons. You might know her from Roseanne and The Conners. Estelle Parsons turning 96 years old. We've got Dick Smothers of the Smothers Brothers turning 84 years old. Our president, good old Joe Biden, Joe Biden, turning 81 years old today. Singer Norman Greenbaum. Can anybody tell me, right off the top of your head, what song Norman Greenbaum is famous for? Anybody? Spirit in the Sky. Spirit in the Sky guy, Norman Greenbaum, turning 81 today. You know that song? By the way, good morning to you, Tamara and Nick. Katie, how you doing? Kathy, you are excited, to have North Mahaska Keota basketball right here. And I don't know, I'll have to look into grabbing some more coasters. I have like 4 of them. I have my family coaster set right here. That's all I have. I need to get some more from my pal Elizabeth at Autumnal Coasters. Let's see here. Other birthdays for today. Broadcast journalist Judy Woodruff turning 77. We've got Joe Walsh from the Eagles turning 76. Bo Derek, 67 years old. Former football player and also a short-time boxer, Mark Gastineau. You remember him from the New York Jets? That guy was an animal. Mark Gastineau, 67 years old. Pianist and composer Jim Brickman, 62 years old. If you're looking for a good Christmas CD or some good Christmas music to stream, Jim Brickman. Got some good stuff. Rapper Mike D, from the Beastie Boys, is 58 years old. Yo, Mike D. We've got football coach Dabo Sweeney from Clemson, 54. A lot of birthdays today. Joel McHale from The Soup. Done some acting as well. Joel McHale, 52. Country singers Dierks Bentley and Josh Turner both have birthdays today. Dierks is 48. Josh is 46. Let's see here. On this date in history, actually not very much interesting stuff on this date in history. It's today back in 1953. An airplane exceeded 1,300 miles per hour for the very first time. It was on this date in 1962, President Kennedy, JFK, lifted the naval quarantine and ended what was known as the Cuban Missile Crisis. And finally today, back to airplanes, 1971 on this date, hunting from airplanes was made illegal. And until then, you could hunt from an airplane. Interesting. 1971, that was made illegal. According to the National Day calendar, today is World Children's Day. We've got National Absurdity Day. That is absurd. Also, National Peanut Butter Fudge Day. And by the way, yes, I am a picky eater, but I would eat peanut butter fudge. And then also it's National Child's, it's National Child's Day. It's also World Children's Day. What's the difference? Child is one and children are plural. I don't know. Things you need to know or don't know. Former First Lady Rosalind Carter passing away over the weekend at 96 years old. That's President Jimmy Carter's wife. The U.S. city, again, in case you need to know, the U.S. city with the worst package theft rate. You know, like people that come on your porch and take away your packages that have been delivered. Seattle, Washington is the worst place to be, as they have the thieves busy, especially this time of the year. Also, top 5 worst cities for package theft rate is Memphis, San Diego, Birmingham, and Denver. How about this? Actor Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone. He'll be honored with his Hollywood Walk of Fame star on the week of Friday, December 1st. That also includes Catherine O'Hara and Natasha Lyonne. Natasha. Not sure who she is or how you say her name. Let's see here. We were talking last week about P. Diddy. Just a day after singer Cassie, which is Diddy's ex, had sued him, accusing him of rape, sex trafficking, and domestic violence, the suit was dropped and they settled out of court. So, I mean, she was really worried about all those things, rape, sex trafficking, and domestic violence. So worried about it that she took money and said, hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just a little money. Let's see here. Sad news. Dex Carvey, the son of comedian Dana Carvey, dying of a drug overdose. He was 32. That's sad. Let's see here. Apple announcing it's going to adopt the Rich Communication Services, the RCS messaging standard. What does that mean? That means that should fix all the messaging glitches that happen between Android and iPhone users on texts. So look for better texting between Android and Apple. Speaking of the holiday season, you need this. You need a Mariah Carey Barbie doll. I don't know if it screeches at you like Mariah Carey, but you can get one from Mattel for $75. Lucky you. Let's see here. Politics. A new poll gives Republican Nikki Haley a 10-point lead over Joe Biden should she get the nomination, which she never will. Because I'm all about Vivek Ramaswamy now that I met him. I'm kidding. Vivek was a nice guy, but I'm not voting for Vivek. That same poll that has Nikki Haley beating Joe Biden has Ron DeSantis over Biden, 51-49. Let's see here. Do you like golden retrievers? The Golden Dog Farm in Vermont is offering what they call a Golden Retriever Experience, which is a 1-hour visit with 10 golden retrievers. It's $75 for adults, $50 for kids. However, their sessions for the rest of the year have sold out. So if you want to get your fill of golden retrievers, that's sold out, but something you might want to look into. That's out in Vermont. And then let's see here. 2 more things you need to know. Kevin Costner teaming up with Green Mountain Coffee Roasters, coming out with his own line of coffee, and it will be available starting on December 18th. Finally, and things you need to know, a Philadelphia radio station has banned all Taylor Swift songs over the weekend since the Eagles are in Kansas City to take on the Chiefs and Taylor's boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Now, Stacy and I and 70,000 other fans at Kinnick Stadium were treated to a Taylor Swift halftime show at Kinnick over the weekend. But, yeah, they're banning Taylor Swift songs because the Chiefs and the Eagles are playing. Oh, you know what time it is? It's time. Today's impossible question. Today's impossible question. A new study says that keeping one of these people... Or wait. I read that wrong. A new study says that keeping one of these can make people feel more energized and alive. What is it? What is the answer to today's impossible question? Again, a new study says that keeping one of these can make people feel more energized and alive. And the answer is, don't tell anybody. It's a secret. If you can keep a secret, it makes you feel more energized and alive. And some weird news.
That is weird.
There's so much weird news today. Let's run down a few headlines in the weird news section. I mean, there's a bunch of good stories in the weird news. First headline is, you may be able to buy your next car on Amazon. Let's see here. More Taylor Swift. Your next headline is, Taylor Swift isn't only the only one in the relationship with a number one song. Evidently, the Kelce brothers put out was it a Christmas song? And it went to number one. Other weird news. In golf, the headline is, Rory McIlroy's ball lodges in the lap of a spectator for... Ouch. Another weird news headline, identical twin sisters celebrate their 100th birthdays. That's a pretty good story. Another headline, hawk, like a hawk. A hawk shatters coffeehouse window and latches onto a woman. Your next headline in weird news, realtor says rental market is unhinged after someone lists the other half of a bed for rent. That's awkward. How would you like to rent half of a bed from somebody? They're sleeping in one half, you're sleeping in the other. No, thank you. Your next weird news headline, Brown Friday. Not Black Friday, Brown Friday. Day after Thanksgiving, busiest day of the year for plumbers. I think you can figure that one out. They call it Brown Friday. Ugh.
That is weird.
And your last headline for weird news, Brown Friday. Your last headline, 250 animals looking for a forever home, likely fed to reptiles. I actually have one more. Bonus headline in the weird news, 13-year-old breaks world record for underwater magic tricks. He did 38 tricks in 3 minutes, all underwater. Yeah. You know, it's almost 7:30 already. Wow. Maybe I'll save some of this because I'm going to run out of stuff later on this week. The thing is, my service that I subscribe to for my material on a daily basis, at least most of my material, is going to have a break on Thanksgiving Day and on Friday. They don't send anything out. They're taking the days off. How dare they? But so I'll be without any entertaining stuff. So maybe we'll save some of this for later on this week. I will give you this. The top box office movies that made the most money at theaters in North America over the weekend. The new Hunger Games movie came out. It appears like the Marvels to be underperforming, to say the least. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, only brings in $44 million on its opening weekend. So definitely not a blockbuster by any means. So Hunger Games, $44 million. We've got the movie Trolls Band Together at $30.6 million. Then the Marvels, which has been a bomb already, goes down to number 3 at $10.2 million. Thanksgiving. Is that the scary Thanksgiving movie with the pilgrim that goes around killing people? I think that is. Thanksgiving comes in at number 4 with just over $10 million. And then Five Nights at Freddy's is at number 5 with $3.5 million. So those are your top 5 movies from over the weekend. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up. How about that? Again, we thank Ottumwa Coasters for bringing us our morning wake up. Make sure you like and follow Ottumwa Coasters on Facebook if you want to advertise and market your business or event, particularly in the Ottumwa area. Do that with Ottumwa Coasters. They get your coasters out in front of the eyeballs of thousands of people at the popular restaurants in Ottumwa, Iowa. We thank Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney for bringing us our forecast. And that'll do it. Yes. Oh, I didn't point out. I always forget. All right, there. Oh, let me get where. Oh, there it is. There's my finger. Right down here. We've got the turkey. Celebrating Thanksgiving this week. So anyway, we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock for our next morning wake up. Later on this morning, we've got the In Remembrance of video that comes up at 8 o'clock. We'll have Real Talk coming up tonight at 6:30 with Pastor Aaron Fleming and myself. And yeah, then your normal stuff coming up this week. So you guys have a great Monday morning, a great Monday, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning on the Morning Wake Up.